Bless you. So here's Kenndal herself. So I had to get her dressed up, or I made her get dressed up, I guess, for this video. So that's fact one. I made Kenndal get dressed up today. Kenndal has spent 5 times in the hospital, not including the month when she was first born in the NICU. Fact number 3. Kenndal comes from 2 big families. So Karlos has 5 sisters and I have 3 sisters and 2 older brothers. So Kenndal has a grand total of 9 aunts and 2 uncles. Is that okay with you? Kenndal just moved into a new house. Fact number, I don't remember already. But Kenndal's had 2 surgeries already in her life. She has a Nissen bundlification. I think I said that a little bit wrong, but it's where they take part of your stomach and wrap it around your esophagus so you can't throw up. And she has a G-tube. Here's another fact. Kenndal is an only child. For now. Kenndal goes to physical therapy and OT twice a week. And we have in-home services like an in-home nurse to check her weight and AA. What's another fact? Huh? Do you want to say a fact? Kenndal is a drooler. If you hold her for more than 10 minutes, you're gonna be soaked. Kenndal has curly hair. Look at it, it's so beautiful. Kenndal's record of crying, though it may seem impossible, is 18 hours. At one point in Kenndal's life, she was taking 5 different medications a day. Now we're down to 2. Kenndal has had, let me see. Kenndal's had 3 911 calls, 2 ambulance rides, and 1 life flight. Go Kenndal, go Kenndal, go Kenndal, go Kenndal. Kenndal was born at 32 weeks. She was a preemie. Kenndal met Santa Claus when she was in the hospital getting her surgeries done. He missed us the first time because she pooped all over me and had to come back to see us, and then she pooped on me again. Kenndal's had 3 EEGs in her life. They all came back negative, so she didn't have any seizures during those points, but they came back with abnormal brain waves and high seizure risk, but still no seizures. Go Kenndal, go Kenndal. Right now, Kenndal is 15 months and she weighs about 16 pounds. So Kenndal's middle name is my mom's and Carlos's mom's middle names combined. So his mom's middle name is Elizabeth and my mom's middle name is Ann. So Annabeth. Kenndal's favorite song to listen to is what we call Grandpa's song, but the real name of it is called Sherry by Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. Kenndal's name is spelled Kenndal. Kenndal is the first granddaughter of Carlos's parents and my parents, so she's a little spoiled right now. That's actually 2 facts. Kenndal is spoiled. Kenndal does not like to be put down. She loves to be held. Spoiled girl, spoiled girl. Kenndal has way more clothes than me. Kenndal gets her big ears from me. It's from my dad's side. Thanks, Dad. Kenndal loves physical contact. She loves kisses. She loves to be swung. She loves bouncing. For the first year of Kenndal's life, she had to have been bounced 24/7. She would not have been content with just sitting here. She just wasn't content. I had to bounce. I didn't even sit on the couch or chair. All I sat on was this yoga ball and bounced daily for hours a day. For a while, Kenndal wouldn't really let anybody hold her except me. Kenndal has extremely bad acid reflux. That's why she had to get the fundification. Kenndal has smiled and does smile, but she hasn't laughed yet. Kenndal knows who's holding her, who's in the room, and voices. Right? Kenndal spent a month and 6 days in the NICU because of eating difficulties. That was really the only reason. Kenndal hates baths. Kenndal also hates the car seat. I am Kenndal's main caregiver. Kenndal does not sleep well. For a while, she was sleeping for at most 5 hours altogether in a 24-hour period, like maybe 30 minutes at night and then a couple naps during the day, maybe. She's getting better. She sleeps in her own room now, and she doesn't sleep extremely well, but she still sleeps better than before. I'd say altogether she sleeps up to 7 hours, when I think the average for a 1-year-old is about 12. Kenndal's favorite color to look at is the color yellow. When we get invited places, it's really Kenndal's invited and Karlos and I can come if we want. That's the joys of having a cute baby, right? Kenndal loves to play and snuggle. She's the cuddliest baby I've ever seen. One of Kenndal's favorite food is sweet peas. Kenndal actually gets a higher calorie formula than most babies would get. She gets 27 cal, while most babies would have 24 cal. We don't know how well Kenndal sees, but she hasn't been diagnosed with anything yet. Kenndal's brain didn't properly form into 2 lobes, so she really only has 1 lobe. It's called monolobe. Kenndal's full diagnosis is open-lip bilateral schizencephaly, and she also has microcephaly because of that. Kenndal loves to have the sound machine on when she sleeps, almost like a white noise. Kenndal was prescribed melatonin by her neurologist to help her sleep at night. Isn't that right? Kenndal has 7 teeth already. We don't really know what Kenndal's eye color is. I mean, we can see it, and right now it kind of looks bluish, but sometimes we see green, sometimes we see brown, sometimes we see gray. And I really just can't explain why. I don't know her eye color. Or Kenndal has dirty blonde hair. Kenndal's favorite sound is probably her Auntie Lane's voice. She does a baby voice and Kenndal just loves it. She reacts to it, she talks back, she just loves it. Kenndal really only eats for me, so before the G-tube, I really couldn't go far if I was gonna have a break from her, like drop her off at my parents for them to babysit or something. But now since we have the G-tube, my parents and Karlos's parents know how to use it, so I do get more breaks. Kenndal's grandpa, so my dad and Karlos's dad, actually might have played football against each other every year when they were back in high school. So now they share a granddaughter together, so I think that's kind of cool. Kenndal has 6 grandmas and 6 grandpas that are still alive today. Kenndal's parents, so me and Karlos, were the first of our siblings to get married, on both sides. Kenndal's biggest compliments are either her mouth, because she has the cutest, biggest lips ever, or her eyelashes for being extremely long. Together, Kenndal has 28 blankets, just for her. So Kenndal's cry is a little more different than other babies. It's higher pitched and it has a rhythm to it. It has like a beat. And this is called the brain cry from our pediatrician. And that's just because babies with brain abnormalities usually has a different cry. It's more high pitched. It's just a little different. Kenndal has hip braces that she wears at night, and she has elbow braces that she wears periodically throughout the day. Kenndal's room is the cleanest room in the house right now. So for playtime with Kenndal, we usually do things that we learned at PT or with visually stimulating toys that are shiny and bright, and we put them in front of a black tarp so she can just focus on one thing. Kenndal is built like her dad. She's really, really tall and skinny. Kenndal loves to swim in pools but still hates baths. It is super hard to cut Kenndal's fingernails because she's so tight. Like, she likes to be put in this position that it's hard to actually get her to open her hands and get them clipped. Kenndal did have hand braces, but her physical therapist said that we shouldn't be doing that and instead get a thumb loop. So now we're waiting for this quarantine to be over with so we can go get her some thumb loops. This is a question I get all the time. So Kenndal still can eat, so she still takes bottles even though she has a G-tube.